If you're the kind of player who loves to play fast, loves close quarters combat, and always wants that first blood, you're in the right place. We're breaking down 10 of CODM's most aggressive weapons right now. This isn't a ranked list. Instead, we're exploring what makes each weapon a beast for offensive pressure and the unique aggressive style it unlocks. Understanding these distinct advantages is key to taking your aggro game to the next level. Our first weapon demonstrates pure reaction speed. Remember the MX9 meta? It might not be king anymore, but it still holds a vital secret to aggressive play, lightning fast reactions. We're talking an incredibly fast 150 millisecond ADS time. That's you aiming and firing before most enemies even realize you're there. Add that to super smooth movement, especially its 4.95 meters per second strafe speed, and excellent hipfire accuracy. This SMG teaches you how to win fights by being first. Its time to kill is very competitive in close range at 210 milliseconds. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. After 18 meters, it drops hard, and that recoil, it can betray you even up close. So, the MX9 teaches you speed, but it also screams for trigger discipline. Now you could just try to control that recoil, but what if there was a way to lean into that close range chaos even harder, where recoil almost doesn't matter? That brings us to our next weapon. But first, if you want to experience that MX9 speed demon, you need this build. Without it, it's just another SMG. So, the MX9 taught us about getting the first shot in. But what if fast isn't fast enough for you? Enter the Fennec. This isn't a gun, it's a statement. Its fire rate is one of the fastest in the entire game. Blink, and your enemy is gone. This gun teaches you the power of overwhelming firepower at point blank range. Forget finesse. The Fennec is about deleting opponents before they can even process what hit them. But this power comes at a steep price, and if you don't respect it, the Fennec will make you look silly. Its recoil is wild, its range is poor, offering only 23 meters of decent time to kill, it burns through ammo like a shredder, and mobility, aside from its good 6.6 meters per second sprint speed, isn't the greatest. The Fennec is for those moments you commit 100% to a close quarters brawl. It's pure adrenaline for players who play on instinct and reflex. This weapon is all about that raw close range obliteration. But what if you need that aggressive mindset from further away? What if you could bring that first shot wins mentality to sniper duels? That's a whole different ballgame, and our next weapon is built exactly for that. Alright, we've covered hyper fast SMGs, but aggression isn't just for run-and gunners. True aggressive players can dominate from any range. The Koshka teaches you how to be an aggressive quickscoper. This isn't about sitting back, it's about pushing, taking aggressive angles, and landing that decisive shot. What makes it special? Thanks to the most broken blankscope accuracy ever seen since the 2021 sniper nerf, this thing will allow you to shoot after barely aiming for 200 milliseconds and be accurate. It's ideal for aggressive snipers who like to rush. Its one-shot potential is very reliable thanks to a DLQ-like hitbox. Miss? The rechamber speed is decent enough to often give you a second chance. This weapon is about confidence and precision under pressure in quickscope duels. So now you know how to be aggressive up close with SMGs and how to quickscope aggressively. But what if you need a weapon that can do a bit of both? An AR that bridges that gap, giving you flexibility. That's a crucial part of the aggressive puzzle, and our next weapon is the master of it. Here's the Koshka setup to make those quickscopes crispy. The XM4. You hear AR, you might think versatility, not pure aggression. But that's where you'd be missing a trick. The XM4 teaches you the power of aggressive flexibility. It's a true flex weapon. Among the usual ARs, this one has the best mobility. If you build it for speed, it becomes a menace. We're talking quick ADS with 229 milliseconds, quick strafe with 3.5 meters per second, and a large enough mag. This gun rewards you for rushing. Up to 28 meters, its time to kill is no joke, offering a nice 240 milliseconds. That's fast enough to challenge SMGs in their own territory. So, if you want to apply constant pressure but still maintain some mid-range capability, the XM4 is your go-to. It's the bridge between SMG aggression and controlled AR power. Knowing how to be flexible is key, but sometimes you just need to surprise your enemy with something they won't expect. Our next weapon is a master of surprise, and it's probably one you've underestimated. Here's the XM4 build that turns it into an aggressive machine. Ready for something different? The HS2126. A burst fire shotgun for aggressive play? Absolutely. This weapon teaches you the art of the unexpected takedown. People underestimate it, and that's your advantage. The fire rate between bursts is fast enough to feel almost like a semi-auto, and with tight hipfire and quick mobility, it's absolutely lethal up close. You can push corners, hold choke points, or even rush objectives, and this shotgun will melt enemies. Each burst can be a one-shot kill. You don't even need perfect aim. Just get close and let it rip. If you love catching enemies completely off guard and living dangerously, the HS2126 is your secret weapon. This shotgun is about shock and awe. But what if you want that aggressive power with a bit more finesse and smoothness? But there's an SMG that feels incredible for that kind of controlled aggression. Let's look at that after you see how to make the HS2126 a burst monster. The Switchblade X9. This SMG just feels right for aggressive players. It teaches the importance of fluidity and control in aggression. While its raw stats might not scream number 1, its handling is where it shines. Its mobility is exceptional, in particular the sprint speed with 6.6 meters per second and the strafe speed with 4.4 meters per second. It doesn't have the sheer fire rate of a Fennec, but it pays you back with accuracy, versatility, and most importantly, ease of use. Its damage profile rewards upper body shots, and because the recoil is so manageable, staying on target is a breeze. For players who like to push with calculated movements, smooth peeks around corners, holding tight angles, or constantly repositioning to outsmart opponents, the Switchblade is a fantastic option. It won't let you down when the pressure is on. Smoothness is great, but sometimes you need a weapon that has stood the test of time, a true king of close range. Understanding this timeless power is another key to your aggressive arsenal, and this next SMG is exactly that. Here's the Switchblade setup for maximum agility. Some weapons are just legends. The QQ9 is one of them. For seasons, it's been a top tier SMG for aggressive players, and for good reason. This gun teaches you about sustained, relentless pressure. Its time to kill at close range is excellent, and its movement speed makes you a nightmare to hit. There are two main ways to unleash its power: in slow game modes where you basically impose your rhythm and catch people off guard, or as your second weapon in response for quick bursts of aggressiveness when you want to clear an area or when you want to make the spawns flip. It's a rushdown specialist that thrives in small maps and fast-paced lobbies. If your playstyle is a non-stop attack, the QQ9 is a reliable beast. The QQ9 is a legend for a reason. But what if you could get SMG-like killing power from something that feels more like an AR? That's a dangerous combination, and our next weapon with a specific tweak becomes exactly that. You'll want this QQ9 build to dominate. Now things get spicy. The BP50 is normally a flexible AR, but load it with 7.62 ammunition, and it transforms. The setup teaches you about deceptive power. It turns into a close-range demon, an AR that thinks it's an SMG. With this ammo, its time to go under 20 meters is absolutely insane, putting it right up there with the fastest SMGs. But you still get some of that rifle stability. Yes, it kicks more and isn't quite as mobile as a submachine gun, but if you can manage that recoil and build it for speed, it's a bulldozer. Aggressive flex players who want stopping power without losing their ability to entry frag will fall in love with this version of the BP50. It's not subtle, it's about raw force. Our next weapon is all about that one-shot satisfaction, but it demands skill. Here's the BP50 setup that makes it a close-range monster. There's a special kind of satisfaction from a clean one-shot kill. With the BY15 shotgun loaded with slugs, you can get that feeling over and over. This weapon teaches aggressive precision. This isn't your typical spray and pray shotgun play. With slugs, you need to aim carefully, but the reward is instant deletion. The BY15 with slugs basically becomes more like a mini sniper with a one-shot capacity up to 28 meters. It has fast ADS time at 240 milliseconds, good handling, and if your aim is on point, you can dominate both close and even mid-range fights. It's high risk, high reward. Missing often means you're dead, but for aggressive players with strong mechanical skill and map awareness, this turns you into a lethal surgical striker. And get this, it's accurate in hipfire up to around 30 meters, so if you feel confident, never ADS. This is about precise, high-stakes aggression. But there's one more weapon, and it's the final piece of our weapon puzzle before we tie it all together. To make the BY15 a slug-slinging nightmare, use this. If you've played other shooters, you know the vibe of the Kar 98K. In COD Mobile, the Kilo Bolt action brings that same deadly precision in a light mobile package. This marksman rifle is built for aggressive, stylish kills. It's designed for snapshots, bold plays, and constantly moving. This isn't a sit back and camp gun. You move fast for a marksman rifle with a clean 5.8 meters per second sprint speed. You ADS fast with a sub 280 millisecond ADS time, and get those satisfying one-shot kills just like with the DLQ, but with way more agility. It's incredibly rewarding for players who push with confidence and trust their aim. Whether you're quickscoping in tight areas or landing flicks during a flank, the KBA is for players who make aggression look like an art form. This KBA setup will make you a mobile menace. While we're on the topic of being aggressive, moving too much while firing can actually affect your aim, and that's only one of the 8 reasons why you might have bad aim in COD Mobile right here.